Hi, welcome back to my channel. A little bit about everything. If I seemed a little overdressed, um, I'm wearing white because I don't want to heat up, right? Black attracts sunlight and heats up. And eye protection, sun protection. Um, I'm off to mow some hay. It's supposed to be a nice week this week. This is Sunday, 15th of August, and it was 33 yesterday. I hope today's not quite as warm, but yeah, I'm off to mow some hay. So I'm going to shoot a little bit of footage of that and maybe some baling. Okay, so let's get started. This is the only one of the problems with this kind of side mower. There's a drive shaft going to a chain in the back, and if you don't watch out, the hay gets caught up in there, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. All right. little pitfalls of this kind of mower. I noticed this when I was mowing. One of the teeth lost a rivet. I gotta put a new rivet in there and then resharpen this. The hay I was cutting was pretty thick. Those are the pitfalls of one of these things. They're not like blade mowers, you know. Blade mowers don't bog down like this as easily. This has to be super sharp to run properly. As you can tell, there was a little misfortune. What you see there, that's the clutch. Okay, and this revolves around with a counterweight, which is the same weight as the arm and the blade, right? So if that blade is 10 pounds and the arm is 10 pounds, the counterweight's going to be 10 pounds on there, and that revolves around, so it's balanced. What you see there is a bearing, or a bearing surface, okay, so that if instead of damaging anything else, the clutch will slip, okay. And what actually pushes the pressure plate on there is spring steel washer. Like, instead of being flat, it has an angle to it like that, and the bolt is where my thumb is, so it flattens out the washer when you tighten down on it and keeps pressure on that brake, okay. And as you can tell, that's the arm, okay, and this is the clutch surface, the clutch plate, and this has a brass bushing in it, okay. So if something happens, it'll slip, okay. I should probably hit this with some sandpaper or something, or maybe this roughness actually causes a little bit of friction that's needed to keep it from spinning, who knows. And there's a bolt in the middle. This, if anybody knows what goes here, okay, we ended up tacking this with some bronze. I don't know if this piece here, if you look at it, it looks like a nut. It's threaded. It's hollow in the middle. It's also a needle bearings in there with a grease fitting, and this spacer washer to retain the grease on either side. And what happens is, when you tighten down on this, there's nothing here to tighten down on too. I don't know if this had like a 3 or 2 threads per inch type of deal in there or what, but I'm sure it didn't come from the factory with a weld spot, and I don't think it was just pressed in there. If so, I would have to machine a new pin. And it's completely hollow, so there's nothing to hold it in there. So I'm wondering if there was like a big flat washer with a bolt that would go through and to the other side here and bolt on to where my finger is to sandwich all that together, but it can't spin on this side. If it does, it works itself free. Man, this is in need of a new bushing. Yeah. So that's, if anybody knows what actually went there, okay. And there's the counterweight I was telling you about on that side. And the fuse is this piece here. It's made out of wood. I use oak. If something happens, the piece of lumber breaks, right? So that's sort of a good idea. This is from 68, I believe, or 70. It's a 68 model tractor, so I'm assuming this is from 68 or 69. And it's the side sickle mower. It was made in Canada. It's not a 3-point hitch. It's right off the side, off the belly pan. And it's mounted to the right of the tractor. Okay, so once again, if anybody knows what's supposed to go here, please let me know. I see some numbers here on the counterweight. That's a 5.2, 6 or 8, or it might be a 0. I think it's a 0, so it's 580516M1, and it says Canada. And once again, here on the arm it says Canada here, and here it says 669427 M1, and there's an I4 here. I don't know what that stands for. Chicken just laid an egg, and the twins are double parked.